power animals. I am just so excited about this topic simply because there are animal messengers who are communicating with you every day, giving you signs and signals and messages if you are open to receiving them. And I was completely invisible to these signs and messages back in 2012, 2013. I was on my awakening journey, but I still hadn't realized that there were so many spirit messages who were sending me support and guidance. And for me, the very first time that happened was a very good friend of mine passed away, and he was the man that taught me how to surf. But another thing that happened after he died was that he began visiting me in my dreams. And in this dream, I was in Indonesia at the time for real. And in the dream, there was an eagle circling above the sky. And the very next day when I woke up, I was on a boat out to a wave, and there was a giant eagle circling the sky. And I thought, oh, that's interesting. That's very strange. And then when I got back to Australia and I went surfing down at Kirra on the Gold Coast, it's a spot on the Gold Coast, a surf wave, a famous wave. And it's the place where my friend passed away. He was killed in the surf. And I looked up the hill, and I had never noticed before. I'd been living on the Gold Coast for 5 or 6 years at the time. And up above, over the hill where he passed away, is a statue of a giant eagle looking down over the surf. And I was like, that's interesting. So I started Googling like animal messages, eagle totem. And I realized that the eagle had come to guide me through that particular part of my journey. And when I looked into eagle medicine, my goodness, there were so many signs and gifts for me. That was my very first spirit messenger. And I have had hundreds come into my life since that have come through at different times of my life. I had real spirit messages, like I've had turtle, I've had koala bear, I've had platypus, you name it. I've had different animals come at different times, and their messages are extraordinary. And what it feels like when you get a message from an animal is you might see this particular animal at a place where you're not supposed to see them, or you'll see them and it'll just jump out to you. Like they'll just be like, that animal's got a message for me. Once you open your heart to this experience, the messages will be there, and you'll wonder how you didn't see them before. And when I was trying to conceive my son, I was on this really long journey of trying to conceive my baby, as I've shared. I was meditating this one day, and this giant seahorse just floated into my awareness, and it came and sat right at the front of my face here. And it was a giant blue seahorse, and it introduced itself to me as Rupert. And it said, I am your power animal for pregnancy, and you will soon conceive, and I will be with you for the whole pregnancy. Call on me. And when I researched seahorse animal medicine, I was blown away by the gifts and the messages that came from animal seahorse medicine. It was incredible. I've had different power animals join me at all different stages of my life. So without further ado, get your chops into today's drum journey, which is meet your power animal. It's up to you to decide what you want that power animal to be, as in, do you want it to be a power animal that's supporting you now? Do you want it to be your pregnancy power animal? It's up to you to clarify what power animal you are wanting to meet.